Yo, what is up, everybody? This is Jumpin here, and today I promised you I was going to bring you another gameplay with this Alkalite pistol, using a different build though. This is going to be the Drill Adapt build. This is actually really crazy and a lot of fun to play as. This is a DPS version of it though. Now, I highly recommend bringing a Piranha shotgun or something really good as a secondary, just so that you can use this for boss killing slash Reaper killing, because this build does not work against armored units at all, especially Reapers. Keep that in mind. You will need that potentially. Now for the MVP of the build though, the thing that makes this work so well and amazing, the Alkalite pistol. Pretty much the same attachments as last time. Extended magazine, extended barrels is the best way to go. Now for the build, the first thing you might notice is, what the hell, Jumpin', you are crazy. No Reeve? Yes, this is for fun, guys. This is a fun build. No Reeve. So for pool, radius, now this is the biggest difference, lift damage. Look at the damage. 101 damage per second to lifted targets. And that's over 8 seconds. So anything you lift, yeah, they'll pretty much die. And then I like the duration and combo. This is the strongest explosion now in the game, and because of that, I like it. If you're going to be playing this with an adapt team, they can help you out, whatever. Recharge speed is also very nice, but I don't know. And you can set up your own bombs if you just throw your grenades, which you're going to be using in this build. Alright, now, for the cluster nades, force and damage, pretty much. Best way to go. Radius would be nice too, maybe. I would consider that, but I do like the force and damage. You don't need the max grenades if you're going to be using grenade capacity 5. So instead, I'm going to go for damage combo. I've never done this before, and I can honestly say this is actually really crazy, because if you can hit a lifted target with this, your explosion is so huge, it's unbelievable. Finally, shrapnel. This will increase your grenade count by 1, so I like that a lot more than the other thing. Now for the drill assassin, pretty much power damage stuff, you pretty much understand. And then weapons damage, yep, weapons damage is the way to go. Now for the fitness, the only thing you need for fitness is the shields, and that's about it. Now for the equipment. Now, one of the most important things about this whole build is using incendiary rounds. Either 3 or 4s are very good. Even 2s would work pretty well. But the idea is that this is going to give you extra DPS. DPS. This is amazing because the Alkalite pistol can take the whole shield down. So you'll immediately start doing damage to their health with the incendiary rounds. Alright, pistol rail lamp 3. Grenade capacity 5. You will need it if you're going to play as the Drell. And then I am going to be using a cyclonic modulator in this gameplay. I know it's very useless, guys. It's not that good. It gives, I think that right there gives me an extra 250 shields or 500 shields. I don't really know. It's not that much though. It's so little. And that's the thing. Like, it's just a very tiny boost. But that little tiny boost kind of matters because, yeah, this guy is so flimsy, just like the Vanguard was. This guy, without the Reeve as well, you're not going to have any damage protection, so just keep that in mind. Alright, now, this is going to be Cerberus again. Like I said, if you want to have the most fun with this build, because this is definitely a really fun build to play with. If you want to have the most fun with this, you're going to need to just put Cerberus on. That's just what it is. Just play against Cerberus. Gaff, it works against, and Reapers, I mean, if you play them, it ain't going to work that well against them. But one thing you can do against Reapers is just use your shotgun the whole time if you were forced to fight Reapers. Would I recommend this build for Platinum? No. Just because of Reapers, like I said. This is mainly just for fun, guys. This is not serious for real. I would always recommend the Drill Adapt the other way with the Reeve and Cluster Nades. It's way better. It's the most consistent way to build them. It's the best way to pretty much play them. But if you want to just, like, take a little bit of a chill pill and just, like, you know, have some fun with the game and just pull some enemies to death and do some really funny DPS, this is awesome. The DPS on this is so crazy. All you have to do, because of the Incendiary Rounds 4 that I have, I believe Incendiary Rounds 4 does 40% of the weapons damage, 40% of that damage over time. So, I'm not too sure about that fact, but I read that somewhere. So, if that's the case, I mean, this Alkalite pistol does a lot of damage when it actually hits an enemy. So, you're doing 40% of that for X amount of time. I don't know the time either. So you're going to be doing 40% of that, plus the fact that your actual pool, and look at that right there. That's the explosion. That was a fire explosion with a combination of a actual, like, biotic explosion It's really, really crazy, really awesome. And that's one thing this guy can do. He is amazing for doing fire explosions. This build can give you a lot of fire explosions, and I'm talking about some of the most wicked fire explosions that you will ever get. So that's what's really cool about it. But like I was saying, the thing about the DPS is that the DPS is actually really good, just because all you have to do is charge up the pistol, find an enemy like a Centurion, a Nemesis, whatever it is, and once you shoot it and you drop their shields, they're going to start taking DPS damage to their health. And then when you pull them, that's going to do DPS damage to their health. You don't even need to fight them, honestly. You can just run away. That's how I normally play him. I see my target, I shoot it, I lift it, then I just kind of leave it alone. Like right there, I'm leaving that alone. Once again, I'm gonna get another epic grenade. That's one great thing about this, like I said, is that the grenades you can like pull off are just so epic. I mean, they are really epic. Now, just keep in mind though, this guy is flimsy. I think I'm gonna die 3 times in this game. Now, this might kind of appear to be a speed run. We were not speed running this. We weren't intentionally trying to speed run this, but we were kind of just playing it fast. Like, that's just how Glacier is now, is like once you speed run Glacier a couple times, it's really hard to play Glacier like without kind of speed running it. Like, there's no point not to just try to beat it quick, because it's Glacier. It's a small map, and it's very easy to play any difficulty on this map, especially Gold, now that Platinum's out. So that's just something to keep in mind. I mean, I'm so used to doing like different speed runs on this map that there's no point not to just kind of speed run it as you play. Now, I wouldn't worry about collecting grenades. You don't need to do that. I just use my thermal packs as I go, to be honest. Mainly because I know that we're going to be beating this so quick. Once again, like, that's another epic fire explosion. Like I said, this build is just so much fun. Like, this is actually a lot more fun than the other build I showed you, to be honest. This is pretty much the way I would probably always play with this now. I know in the last one I said I was thinking about doing this, and yeah, once I did this, I was like, yeah, this is definitely the way I want to go. Like I said, the other build, the downside is that your teammates can mess you up a lot. You depend way too much on charging with the Vanguard, all that stupid stuff. So with this, it's actually a lot easier to stay alive. You just kind of see your enemy and like, watch this. I mean, just look at that. Like, I know for a fact that Phantom will die from the DPS over time. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, you can leave her alone. Just run away, and you'll be good. The Alkalite pistol is honestly amazing, guys. I'm really loving this pistol now. I know that everyone hates on it. Everyone says this pistol sucks. It's one of the worst things they put in the game. What were they thinking? It's so stupid. It's so bad. It's a charge-up gun, whatever. But the truth of the matter is that, yes, it's not the greatest gun in the game. But for what it does, it makes this build what it is. Like, without that pistol, pool would be so pointless. You just couldn't use it on gold. With the pistol, you can use it on gold, so why not? Alright, so right here, I'm going to go ahead and bust out my rocket and rocket the bottom. Like I said, this is, once again, it's like a speed run, but not really. We weren't, like, trying to, like, you know, speed run for real. We weren't like going super tryhard mode. Maybe I was, because I'm always in my super tryhard mode, and I always have my tryhard panties on and everything, but that's just me. But everyone else wasn't really trying to do. As you can tell, we have no team synergy this game. Everyone's just, I think we have like 2 Turian soldiers with piranhas, and I'm playing this. Like, once again, I wanted to play this build without using help from like different adapts and vanguards and such, because you don't need it. You don't need it. And guys, I hate it when I see comments about how, oh, that would be really cool if I could do it, you know, if I had a team to do that with. Which some of my ideas, some of my videos, they're like that. A good example is that a Vanguard that has infinite phase disruptors or infinite novas. Yeah, you're gonna need teammates and friends to do that with, because you need the 3 people playing as Geth engineers. But for something like, for most of all my other builds, they're kind of designed to either be, you know, play them by yourself or to not play them by yourself. And are they better normally with a team like that are designed around them? Yeah, of course. Like, that's just how every build in this game normally works. Tech teams are always better than non-tech teams, and adapt teams are always better than just one adapt or vanguard running around the map trying to do stuff, unless you're a Krogan. So, I mean, that's just how it works, but like I said, you don't really need it. You do not need it. Now, right here, I'm trying to fight them off right here. I'm not in the upload because I'm trying to, like, make sure I can deal with all these phantoms. Because, like, we're having success right now, and that's the thing. Like, you don't want to, this is the worst upload on Glacier. This is the only upload, our only objective in the entire map that it makes me fail platinum. Like every time I get this wave 10, it's like you might not fail if you have the rockets, but if you don't have that many rockets and you run out, yeah, you're pretty much screwed. That's just kind of how it goes. It's one of the worst uploads for wave 10 in general for gold or platinum, and in platinum it feels like halfway impossible at times. But the best way to actually play that upload is to not have everyone in it, to be honest. The best thing to do for when you're not really trying to speed run and you're just trying to have a casual fast game or just a casual game is you need to keep your teammates alive, and to do that you need to make sure you keep some of these annoying enemies out. My build is by far in this game, my build is the one that can deal with phantoms the most effectively. This build is just so amazing at just taking out phantoms and just neutralizing them all the way. Once they're lifted, it's over for them. Like they might live, they might not, but if your teammates see them lifted up in the air, yeah, your teammates are gonna shoot them, they're gonna blow them up and everything, and that's just kind of how it goes. So just keep that in mind. Like this guy is like one of the most ultimate, like really just pool with the combination of this alkalite pistol is just one of the best combinations now for just taking out phantoms. It is just amazing. So like I said, this is just a lot of fun doing like something unique like this and having like DPS. I mean, I want to see you guys do this in games with like randoms or non-randoms, because this would just be awesome to have like people say, wow, I see some guy using this or using the alkalite pistol on a Drell adapter, or I seen him using it on a Sorry Justicar and he was using pool and it was amazing. I want people to say that because I think that pool deserves that now, honestly, because of the update. And I think that this alkalite pistol deserves that now because it's so effective with pool. So that's just kind of how I feel. So I would really love to see people try this and actually play this effective. Is it easy? Yeah, but is it not that easy? Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. The best thing I can tell you is it's all about the pistol. The pistol it takes a little getting used to, honestly. It really does. You have to understand the mechanics of it, the way you have to aim it. And there's really no way I can tell you how to do it. I can't really like teach you how to aim. That's something you're going to have to figure out on your own. But it's just like I said, there's a lot of different ways you can aim it. And like right there, that's pretty much the example of how to use the piranha. Just bust it out when there's a boss or something that you can't kill normally by yourself really quickly and take it out. And that's just pretty much what you do. Anyway, but yeah, I can't teach you how to aim, but I mean, like I said, this just the mechanics of it. It bounces off of walls. Crazy stuff will happen. I'll give you the best thing that happened to me in the game prior to this game. I do remember this. It was so amazing. What happened was I charged up the pistol, and there was a phantom. The phantom literally started to stab me, and because of the stab animation, it actually like pushed me. It made it so it made my gun fire on its own. And I totally missed, and it fired forward, it bounced off a wall, came back, hit the phantom, took the whole barriers off the phantom, and because of that, actually she let me go. Like, I knocked myself free by accident. That's the kind of crazy stuff that will happen to you when you use this build. And that is awesome. That is amazing when stuff like that happens. And it has happened just from one day of playing with this and having a lot of fun with it. That happened to me way too many times, which is really random things would happen with this pistol, where it would just like come back, bounce off of like 2 or 3 walls and hit some enemies. Now right here, I'm gonna get wrecked. There was no way I was gonna live that. I'm just gonna get myself up and run for it. I believe we're just gonna rocket that room just because I think the wave's pretty much over. Yes, no, maybe not. But like I said, I don't know. But definitely try this out, guys. You would have a lot of fun with this, believe me. I've had so much fun with it. I just want to share this with you, and I hope this would definitely help. Like, would I recommend the other build still with the Vanguard? Yeah, if you wanted to do that, that would be okay. It does kind of work, but he's just so flimsy and kind of frustrating, to be honest. Like, you really can get mad using a build like that. That happened to me quite a bit when I was using that. I would just get dropped, and I was like, oh, God, this sucks. Even if this was a speedrun, guys, just to show you, like I said, every time I do this map and I have a speedrun mentality in general. Like we kind of had a speedrun mentality because we were playing, we were doing really well and we were beating it really quick. There you go. Like that's what always happens. I always get uploads. If I'm not doing a speedrun and I'm just randomly just playing this map, I always get pizza and I always get like drones and targets and all that good stuff for speedruns. But then when the second I want to do something like a speedrun, I always get uploads. It's just what it is. I have really bad luck. So that pretty much says it all right there, because every time I'm telling you, you look at any of my speedruns, I don't have many because I don't ever release them because I always get these fucking uploads. But if you watch any of the ones I have, like I promise you, there was probably 2 uploads in the speedrun, or 2 devices. Probably 2 uploads though, to be honest. That's just kind of how it goes. So that's unfortunate for me, but I don't really care about speedrunning. I think speedrunning is cool. I think it's something fun to do. Does that mean anything? Does it really matter? No, not really. That's just how I feel about it, at least. I just don't think speedrunning actually really matters. It doesn't really prove anything or show anything. It's just, it's all, a lot of it is based off of luck, honestly. Now, one thing I also want to say about this pistol, because like I said, this video is going to be short because we did beat this really quickly, to be honest. One thing I did want to say is that this pistol with this build, it has a very unique kind of reload cancel to it. Sometimes when you're it's kind of an unintentional reload cancel, but it's not even like a reload cancel. It's more like I don't know how to auto reload kind of thing going on. Like you might notice it if you play the build, but normally what will happen is that you'll charge up the pistol and you'll be down to 1 bullet, and then you'll shoot the pistol and you pull, and if you do that, like, it will automatically, with no animation, reload your gun. And it is wicked when that happens, because you just like can shoot and never have to reload. There's been times where I've literally not had to reload at all, just because it's just what it was. Alright, so this is going to be the extraction wave. Like I said, there is no team synergy here. We're just kind of running around. We are like chickens with our heads cut off, just goofing around and just killing all the enemies on the bottom. Normally, I don't even recommend doing things like this, like running to the bottom and fighting these enemies. But like I said, we just didn't really care. We were confident that we were going to beat it no matter what. It is gold. It's pretty freaking easy now compared to platinum, so why the hell not just run around and goof off for this wave. But like I said, guys, I really hope you try this out. It is a lot of fun. This is definitely, in my opinion, the better way to play with it than the other way. The other way is good too, but this is the lift damage is it's crazy. I mean, it really is. And the grenades are nice on a build like this. Like I said, though, I just don't want you guys to get confused here. This is not the way you should build this guy consistently and use him. The better way is the old way with the Reeve and the cluster nades. That's just the most consistent and best way to play him. But at the same time, this is still really fun, and this is something you can do just to goof off. A lot of people who use, and honestly, if you really want to have some fun, try this on silver. I'm sure this would be crazy good on silver. Also bronze, all that good stuff. Alright, well, anyway, that's another epic fire explosion. I love fire explosions. They are so wicked. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. As you can tell, this is pretty much wrapping up, and we're just going to kind of chill in this room and try to get this full extraction if possible. I'm going to chuck a mad amount of grenades at the end. Why not? That's pretty much the best thing to do, just to kill as many enemies as possible. And yeah, so that's going to be pretty much it. Like I said, definitely try this out. I don't even have a name for the build, but it's just a drill ADAT with pool. It is kind of an amazing build now for pool if you want to try it. And you can have a lot of fun with it. And it's something a lot different, and you will impress some kids. Or you will impress people if you can play well with this. Believe me, you will definitely impress some people. But besides that, guys, please like this video. It really will help me out. And the other thing is, of course, subscribe to me if you haven't, and have a nice day.